What's good, everybody? This is Ryan Johnson with MoneyBass.com. All right, guys, back once again. I made it. I didn't know if I was going to be here or not, guys, but it is another Tuesday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern. We get together each week. We have a little fun on this thing called YouTube. And of course, let me just check this over here. And of course, if you guys have been following along, you've seen me out on the lake live lately. So I've been getting out on the lake doing what you see here, but actually live out on the water. So I was out there yesterday, I was out there today, and I will be back live on the lake tomorrow. So make sure you have subscribed to the channel, hit the notification so you will get the notice whenever I will be out there on the lake live. We just go over different techniques. Sometimes we will fish shallow, sometimes we'll go offshore using forward facing sonar of all things. Everybody kind of hears what's going on about that. But for this evening, make sure you guys drop a 1 in the chat before we get into it, because I want to make sure that you can hear me and see me okay. So if you can hear me and see me okay, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat for me, guys. All right, I want to give a shout out to Stephen Dorsey. We have Edward Ragsdale Fishing checking in. All right, there we go. That is what I needed to see. Big shout out to Stephen Dorsey. Hit me with the 1 to let me know everything is ready to go. All right, so you guys saw the title of tonight's live stream, Live Fishing Tournament Leagues. What do you guys think about that? Live tournament leagues. So just recently, everybody has been following along, or even if you didn't follow along, you've been kind of pushed into the world of forward facing sonar and what this league is going to announce, what this other league is going to announce. And we finally got all of that out there, and we began to see what the different tournament organizations were going to how they were going to handle that, how they were going to go into the 2025 season. So in the chat, we have Bassmaster, we have MLF, and we have the NPFL. So in the chat, which one of those leagues do you feel that you are more in line with the decision that they made? And I'm not going to go into detail about that, but let's just see. If you guys already know about that, just drop either MLF, Bassmaster, or NPFL in the chat. I just want to see, which way are you guys leaning? Which way are you leaning towards? But the other thing, welcome everybody for tuning in. We get together every week, Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and generally this is a very live and interactive show. So we have live polls, and that is to pretty much gauge the room to see what the viewers and listeners and people that just may stop through have to say about the topics. Okay, I see a few answers coming in here. And also we do a call-in link. So we're going to talk about this topic a little bit. I will drop the call-in link, which allows the viewers, to hit that call-in link. Just make sure that your camera is on. We'll do a quick audio check. I'll bring you up and see what your thoughts are on the topic that we're discussing. The other thing that we do is get very interactive in the chat. So I'll be in and out of the chat. Want to give a big shout out to the money team. All right, I see Stephen Dorsey has already dropped his vote. He says Bassmaster. And actually, we will do that as the first live poll. We'll do it that way, guys. All right, so which league do you guys watch? All right, so that's what we'll do. So this first poll question, and this will show up in the chat, guys. So make sure you participate. All right, so which league, and let's just put it this way, which bass fishing league do you watch? And of course, you may watch more than one, but we're going to keep it simple. We're going to go with Bassmaster. So, and I guess this will be which one do you watch the most, just in case you watch more than one. So we have MLF. All right, let me make sure I get that right. And we have NPFL. All right, we'll just add a fourth one in here just in case. Let's just see who we have participating in the chat. Who is in here? All right, so that poll question is live and running, guys. And let's see. All right, there we go. You guys are getting active on that. All right, so what we're going to do is take a quick look at something that the MLF, and I see Mario says, hey, I'm going to go ahead and put my vote in here and say both. I'm watching MLF and Bass. All right, good deal. All right, so are any of you following the live team tournaments that BFL that MLF currently has going on? Just drop a yes in the chat if you're watching that. And while I'm talking about that, just bear with me. Oh my goodness, guys, I forgot about the Facebook crew. I can't do that. All right, let me just check in on the Facebook crew. Make sure you guys are live and in action. Bam. All right, there we go. All right, so the Facebook crew, want to give a big shout out to the Facebook crew. You guys are live and in action, so feel free to hop in and participate on the poll and get active in the chat. All right, so we have Stephen Wimpy, another member of the Money Team. Really appreciate it tuning in. All right, so let's hop back to where we were at. I have the Money Team members in here getting active. All right, so let me just share my screen real quick. All right, so here we go. So this is, change the back up. All right, so there we go. So this is just some highlights from the MLF. And basically the MLF, they had a, as far as their forward facing sonar things went, let's see, I can take a look at it real quick. Let's see if I have it up. But basically just a breakdown of that, a quick overview is they will have sometimes where the tournament anglers can use forward facing sonar. I think 1 period out of 3 different periods that they're competing in, but that does not start until 2025. But they have the team series going on right now, and this format, as you can see, where we at? Right over here is they have the 2 anglers, so 2 pros are on the boat at the same time, and they are competing together as a team against 3 other boats. So for me, I remember when MLF first came out, that was one of the things that I liked about it. It was kind of like following, not that I watch basketball or football or anything like that, but I like the way you were able to keep track of the anglers, see who's competing against who, all of that stuff. It seemed like it was just a more of a interactive type of ordeal for the viewer. So now they're doing the same thing, but they have a team series, a team tournament series that's going on. And that will be one of the poll questions and kind of what we're going to get into for tonight's live stream. The thing that I always like to do with this channel is whenever we have these live streams to just kind of approach things from a different point of view and just get the perspective of you guys, the viewers, and the people that are participating in these tournaments out here. All right, so let's just take a look real quick just so you can kind of see the format that they're fishing out here. So this is just 2 anglers on the boat working together as a team competing against other pros.
Get him, Buck. Get him, Buck.
Smalley.
Oh, God. What are we doing here?
I don't know, but that was not what I was expecting.
That is not.
Eat my chatterbait right away. Awesome.
That's my
Man,
partner.
Love me some smallmouth.
You ain't
That
lying.
was not what I was expecting to happen.
I didn't either.
Got him. There we go. You got it. I'm going to you. I'm going to you. Come on, don't be a pike. Don't be a pike.
Grab him.
Oh! Good job. Kelly. On the golly, boy. We almost there, Kelly. We almost there, man.
All right, that was Poche.
Oh, don't lose him. I knew he'd be under that pipe. He was in the pipe. Oh, he was in the pipe.
All right, so there we go. Just wanted to show you guys that. So basically, it is a regular tournament, but well, actually, let's look at it like this. Just imagine if you are competing in a tournament yourself and you have a camera on there full time, the same way that these guys do. So it would be a live tournament series. In the chat, who would be interested in fishing a live tournament series? Just drop the word live in the chat if that is something that seems appealing to you, or if you're like, nah, I'd rather stick to the old school way. Just put old school in the chat. Let's do it like that to see what you guys are thinking. All right, so let's hop back over here and check out this poll and see which league that you guys are watching. Okay, wow, which bass fishing league do you watch? So 50% of you are saying that you are watching Bassmaster. Then we have 33% are saying MLF and 17% NPFL. And I guess that kind of goes along with the, I guess with the tournament leagues themselves, because Bassmaster is what I hear a lot of people say is they look at as the trendsetter. They are the original league. So maybe that is why that number is a little higher. All right, so let's hop into the chat real quick and see what else you guys have to say. All right, so the burning season, what's going on? He says, what's the meaning of this show? What's the meaning of this show? So basically what we are discussing is live tournaments. So live bass fishing tournaments. But hey, this could apply across the board. Crappie fishermen, catfish. I mean, there's all kinds of tournaments out there. But having that live format, like we just played the clip from MLF. So that is what we're kind of discussing. And for the guys that are out there that are tournament anglers, the question that was just asked was, would you be interested in fishing a live tournament series? Does that seem like something that you would actually want to participate in? Not from the viewer standpoint, but from the competitor standpoint. Does that seem like something that would be interesting for you? All right, so let's see what you guys are saying about that. All right, I want to give a shout out to Max. Max checking in. What's going on? All right, let's see. All right, so Mask Off, he says live. Oh, yeah, he says all the way live is the way that he wants to go. All right, Stephen Dorsey said, nah, man, I don't want to be on camera. I don't want anybody to see me setting the hook. I will keep it old school. Uh-oh, now this is kind of a surprise. The burning season says he'd want to be on live. But maybe that's because you're up there catching 20-something pounds smaller, 20 plus pound bags of smallies up there. So you know what I mean? You want people to see you out there in action. All right, so Ernest Coleman, he says live. Kind of interesting. All right, so C219 Troll, he is out there on the crappie scene. He says live team tournaments. Crappie tournaments are 2-person teams. Okay, all right. So it looks like there's a lot of people that are saying that they would be interested in fishing live tournaments. And I can tell you guys, it's fun. It's fun. If you have been following this channel for any length of time, you know that we do a series called Battle of the Anglers, where we are out there live. And what I'll do, just for those of you that may not be familiar with it, let me just drop this down real quick, and I will show you a sample of what I'm referring to. So let me share this real quick. Oh, and I saw, wait a minute, I have to give a shout out to somebody in just a second. Where's Steve Wimpy at? I think I saw a member of the money team, Mr. Steve Wimpy, was in the chat. So I always have to put respect and credit where credit is due. Shout out to Steve Wimpy, a member of the money team. All right, so yeah, you may want to see this clip right here. So let me just share my screen real quick. And like I said, this is just a sample of, hold on. This is a live show, guys. So just bear with me. Let me bring this back up again. Battle of the Anglers. Here we go. All right, so here we go, guys. This is one of the episodes of the Battle of the Anglers, and this one was taking place on Lake Logan Martin. We are planning on being back on Logan Martin doing the same format on November 9th and 10th. Right now is where it's slated to be. So it's in the works. So we'll have more anglers. Right now, as you can see on the screen, there are 4 anglers. So we have 4 anglers on here. We may have I don't know, 6, 7, 8, something like that on the next one. But this is an idea. Well, not an idea, but this is an example of the question that I just asked you guys, as far as, would you be interested in fishing live team tournaments? Just think if it wasn't just available to those pros, but it was available to the average angler. Which one of you guys would be interested in that? All right, so let's go ahead and take a look and just show you a quick clip. So we're able to, actually, let me just explain what's going on. So right now there's 4 competitors on here. Sometimes we have 5, 6, 7 different anglers, and you will be able to see all of us on the screen as we're competing against each other. Not only can you see us, but you will be able to interact with us the same way that I'm pulling up comments and everything on the screen from you guys that are participating. We can actually hear, well, we pull up the comments and we're reading your comments as we're fishing. And not only that, we can hear and see each other. So we can see what the other person is doing. So when someone's out here catching those little dinks, we're letting them know. We're trying to hurt their feelings. So it's a lot of trash talk going on out here. All right, so I'm going to play this, and then I'll hop back into the chat and see what you guys think. All right, so here we go, guys. Just take a listen.
Hey, I'm hooked up. Y'all in trouble.
Hell, now we're in trouble again.
Wimpy is hooked up. Y'all in trouble.
He got a dink. He got a dink.
It's me. I gotta get the net.
He got a dink. He ain't got to get no net.
Wait a minute, Wimpy, you about to lose it.
Come here, baby. Come here.
What you doing?
Got him. Got him. Y'all in trouble. I tried to tell you I catch a big girl.
Oh, Lord.
Uh-oh.
I catch big girls.
Uh-oh. It looked like he might have the big one for the day.
I catch big girls. I don't catch little girls.
Uh-oh, Chicken Hawk.
Chicken.
All right, and I think at that moment,
Oh,
okay, there he goes.
The focus is on you. Chicken
Yeah,
Hawk, you got the floor.
Yeah. Uh-oh. All right, let me just mute him real quick. So basically, we are fishing live, competing against each other. So what you can hear in the background are the other competitors because we are hearing what he is saying, and we can actually look on the screen and see what he just caught. So he is going to weigh that fish live. He is going to release that fish live. So everything is live, guys. It's a lot of fun. Let me just let you finish listening to what he's saying.
All right, I'm gonna clear it out. Can y'all see me? I'm clearing it out.
All right, hold on.
Clearing it out. All right, let's hook him up. Cut that out. Cut that out. Oh, Chicken Hawk, you in trouble. My dear friend.
What is he? What is he have?
He is exactly. Come on, baby.
Yeah, let it lock.
I'm letting it lock.
Did we calibrate his scale?
He is exactly 2.48. 2.48.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Go ahead and hold it up for everybody again.
There he is. 2.48. Chicken Hawk.
All right.
To the water.
Uh-oh, Elder.
Can we
What
get
you
an
gonna
update
do?
on the leaderboard? Can we get an update on the leaderboard?
All right, so there you go, guys. There you go. So that is the battle of the anglers. So that is what I'm referring to whenever the burning season asks the question, hey, what's going on? What is this topic about tonight? This topic is about, after all of the fuss and everything has kind of died down about the whole forward-facing sonar debate, which league are you guys supporting? And I did put that poll question up. Let's just take a look again. And it's pretty much staying the same. So which bass fishing league do you guys watch? Which one are you supporting the most? 50% are saying Bassmaster, 33% MLF, and 17% MPFL. I mean, it's kind of expected. Nothing out of the ordinary there. So, I mean, kind of interesting to me though. But yeah, so for me, I really do like that live format. So that is what I have been watching for the past few days, because they do have that live tournament series that's going on right now. And the other thing that I wanted to let you guys know is that I have been going out on the lake doing some lives here and there, just kind of getting some things ready. And I want you to mark on your calendar November 9th and 10th, because we will be back live on Logan Martin. There may be a little more competitors this time because it's growing. So for those guys that are interested and really like this format, reach out to me, because I might have some secret sauce, that I'll kind of let some of you guys know. The members of the money team, those are the members of the channel. They kind of know a little bit about what I'm talking about because I released some information to them a little sooner. All right, so yeah, guys, let me hop back into the chat real quick. I wanted to make this one kind of short, quick, and sweet because I will be live again tomorrow. So I want to make sure you guys follow me tomorrow. But let me just hop back into the chat real quick. And actually, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, make sure you drop those in the chat, because I'm about to hop into the chat. And let's see, I will change that poll question. Let's see. So we're talking about live tournament fishing, and we see a lot of you guys. And actually, let's see. So that was going to be the next poll question. So right now, okay, it boosted up a little bit. So 55% of you are following Bassmaster over MLF. All right. Or MPFL. All right. So we're going to end that poll right there. So that just kind of gives us a gauge on that. But what we were talking about today is from the standpoint of the tournament angler, the participant. Would you prefer to fish a live tournament series versus the the regular tournament series? And I see the burning season. He keeps saying it. He's like, y'all need to have one in New York. He wants us to come up there and beat us on those lakes where he has all those big smallies at. All right, let's see. Who do we have here? We have Ernest Coleman. He says, hey, Money, how do I join the Money member team? And you know what? Let me actually do this because I forgot to drop the link in the chat. But actually, if you look down just below the video, there should be a join button down there. If you see that join button, just click on that and it will give you some information. There should be a video that comes up and it'll give you some information about joining the Money team. And let me see. I was trying to see if I could drop that link in the chat for you real quick, but I don't think. Actually, hold on. Actually, I think I can. Hold on. Just bear with me real quick. Like I said, guys, this is a live show. So sometimes I have to do things that require some live attention. All right. Because Ernest says, I think he wants to be a member of the Money team. So let me go ahead and stop the show real quick. Let me see. Join the Money team. There we go. All right, so we'll take that. All right, so Ernest, I am dropping that in the chat right now. And I will also pin that in the chat just in case there's anybody who has interest in that. So the membership, if you want to become a member of the channel, a member of the Money team, the link is in the chat. So it is pinned to the top of the chat, and it is also located right below this video, that join button. So those are the people that you hear me referring to as the Money team. They have the badges next to their name. And let me just take a look real quick. Let's give a few shout outs to the Money team members. So we have Stephen Dorsey checking in. He is a member of the Money team. And we have Stephen Wimpy. All right. Looks like we have the double Steves in here. And right now, it looks like it's a little slim, which means there may be something else going on right now because I don't see too many members of the Money team in here. But there's generally a lot of members of the Money team that you'll see in the chat. But like I said, tonight, I wanted to keep this one short, sweet, and simple. I will be live on the lake tomorrow. So make sure you guys tune in for that. You know, it's always a good time. We'll be out there as I catch fish. I hold them up and then we kind of play the guessing game to see who can get the correct weight on those fish. All right, but let me hop back into the chat after I change this poll question. All right, so this next poll question is start a poll. All right, so here we go. So would you fish a live tournament series? Or let's just say live tournament. Would you fish a live tournament? All right, just bear with me. Like I said, this is a live show, guys. Would you fish live tournaments? And we'll keep this one quick and simple. We'll keep it as a yes. And then the other option will be no. And while you're doing that, I will go ahead and pull this back up. Where did I put it at? All right, just bear with me, guys. All right, so there we go. So that poll question is live and in action. And again, this is just to kind of gauge the room to see if that is something that you guys think is exciting. I know from the participation standpoint, it is a lot of fun, guys. I've done several of those. And if you're interested in seeing more of that, just search Money Bass Battle of the Anglers on YouTube, and it should come right up and you guys will see what's going on. All right, so let me hop back into the chat. The poll question is live and in action. All right, let's see, where were we at in the chat? I see a few of you guys are saying that you would fish the live tournament series. Yeah, so C219 Troll, he is on the crappie side of things. So that would be kind of interesting too, to see some crappie fishermen out there in action, because I've actually never seen a crappie fishing tournament before. That would be kind of interesting to me. What is going on? Big shout out to Vernon Neal. Haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Glad you had a minute or two to check in. All right, then Lucky, all right, said that they would fish both. All right. All right, there we go. John Humphreys, he said live would be great, keeping it fair. Oh, yeah, you can see exactly what everybody's doing when we're doing those live. Not exactly. I mean, not if somebody's trying to bed fish and sticking a fish in the side of the mouth or outside of the mouth, that kind of thing. But yeah, but I mean, like, definitely, you know, you can see what people are doing for the most part. All right, so the burning season says caught 85 smallies today for two guys. What? 27.5 for 5 biggest. They kept asking me where Money Bass was. Oh my goodness. Wow. What was the biggest one that you caught? What was the weight on the biggest one? Oh, you said 27.5 for biggest. Yeah. So what was the weight of the biggest smallmouth? And also, what is the biggest smallmouth that you have caught? All right. So Vernon Neal says, I'll fish lives as long as he says it's just me. He said it just needs to be me on there. So that's pretty much the format that that I was showing you. And let's see if I can bring that back up for you guys that may want to see what we were talking about. Nope, that is not it. All right, just bear with me, guys. Just trying to pull this right back up here. There we go. So you guys can actually see the format as I'm talking about it. All right, there we go. All right, so as you see over here to the side, you see that there's 4 anglers. Sometimes there'll be more than that, but that's what we're talking about. Live tournament, a live tournament series for the average angler. Who would be interested in something like that? All right, and so that poll question is up and running. So where we're at right now, would you fish live tournaments? We have 80% of you are saying yes, and we have 18. Well, it's kind of moving around. You guys are still voting. All right, so for the people that are saying no, why wouldn't you fish a live tournament series? What would be the issues with that you can see? Just to get some ideas, just to toss some things out there. Like I said, this is a very interactive show, so I like getting feedback from people because I think that format is very interesting. It's a lot of fun, and from the feedback that we've been getting from people that's watching it, it's something that they really like. All right, so Ernest says, how do I join the money team? All right, so the link is pinned to the top of the chat if you want to become a money team member. Those are the people that you see in the chat that have the badges next to their name. Kind of makes them stand out a little bit. They get some, they have a few special perks, and we have some members only live streams and things like that every once in a while. All right, let's see. Let's see what else you guys are talking about. Shout out to Texas Noop joining in. Really appreciate seeing you in the chat. All right, so the burning season says Money starting his own circuit. 50% back put sounds in par with the other circuits. Okay, all right. 50% back. Okay, all right. All right, shout out to Stephen Wimpy and the money team. He says, I really want to point out that live is a different type of beast. Oh, yeah, and it is a beast. He says, especially when you are behind and the trash talk is all about you. Yeah, Wimpy has been on the wrong end of that trash talk and seen what last place looks like, where he's fighting for his life to make sure he does not end up in last place by the end of the tournament day. So, yeah, it is definitely a lot of fun, guys. All right, so we have Off the Hook Outdoor says, what's going on, everybody? Really appreciate you for taking a minute or two to tune in. All right, so the burning season says the likes are the same as Money Bass last bag he weighed in. Oh my goodness. How could this be possible? I have 0 likes. Uh-oh, fellas. Can we just at least tap the like button? Something has to be, maybe YouTube is broke. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, hey, YouTube was broke because I was like, I know my fellow viewers and subscribers and the money team have hit the like button, but we need 6 more likes, guys. Can we get 6 more likes? That's all we need. Just 6 more likes. I know there's a few of you that are watching that haven't hit that like button yet. All right, let's see what else you guys are talking about. So the burning season says just over 6 and a 6.8. Man. Wow. Okay. All right. So smallmouth are really doing their thing. I've caught a few smallmouth before. I've caught one on Lake Chickamauga and a few on Tim's Ford. I believe that was the name of that lake. All right. Clint Perry checking in from Oklahoma. All right. We have DJ Steven checking in. He says, I already fished a live tournament series. It's called Head to Head Fishing. I made it to the final. Okay. I have to take note of that. Head to head fishing. Sounds pretty good. All right. So Stephen Dorsey says it is broke. YouTube was broke. All right. Shout out to Clint Perry. He is like number 15. Really, really appreciate that. All right. Let's see. All right. So let's hop back over here to this poll real quick. Looks like a few of you have finished your participation. But the thing that I want to know is The poll question says, would you fish live tournaments? We have 86% of you are saying yes, and 14% of you are saying no. So for you that are saying no, you would not fish it. What is the reason? I mean, I know it adds another level of stress to it because you have all eyes are on you. If you're out there not catching anything, or you're catching a bunch of small fish, all that kind of stuff, the pressure is on. You have to wipe that forehead, keep the sweat off your forehead. But yeah, so if anybody in the chat that has voted no, what is a reason that you were hitting us with the no? Oh my goodness, we got to stop the show. Shout out to Steve Wimpy, a member of the money team. He hit the channel with the $9.99. Really appreciate that, sir. Really appreciate anybody who takes the time to support the channel. And actually, let me put some extra respect on his name, because each week, whoever gives the largest super chat or super sticker during the live stream is the sponsor of the live stream. And let me go down here and update this banner. All right, so that was Stephen Wimpy. All right, and I know he's getting ready for this next battle of the anglers. Let me correct something real quick. There we go. All right, so now if you take a look at the bottom of the screen, you will see it is scrolling, and it says, special thank you so much to the sponsor of the stream, Stephen Wimpy. All right, so he hit the channel with the $9.99 super chat. All right, so really, really appreciate that. All right, guys, I'm looking. Nobody wants to say what they have against the live tournament thing. I saw somebody said, it kind of keeps things fair because you can keep an eye on your competitor, see nobody's doing something a little shady. So that's one aspect of it. But I can see how some people may not want to be on camera because, it does add a different level of pressure to the tournament series. All right, let's see. I'm just checking the chat. All right, guys. Look, like I said, this was going to be a quick in and out. I will be live on the lake tomorrow, so make sure you guys tune in for that. Want to give a big shout out to the money team and a big shout out to Stephen Wimpy. Really, really appreciate you stepping in and stepping up, hitting the channel with the $9.99. Mark on your calendars, November 9th and November 10th. There will be a 2-day live competition, like you guys are watching on the screen right here. 2-day live competition. The next one will be taking place on Lake Logan Martin. All right, guys, we are going to head on out, but what I want you to do is tune in tomorrow. I'll be on the lake for maybe about an hour or two, see how many fish we can pull in, see who can guess the weight. All right, so let's see. So Big Mike Fishing Chronicle says, what time will I be on the lake? Hopefully I can be out there sometime between 9 and 10 o'clock is when I plan on being out on the lake. So yeah, tune in. It'll be a good time. I'll show you the baits I'm using. Sometimes I'm able to show you I'll probably be offshore, going after some offshore fish, see if I can get those to blow up. The thing that we were working on today, as I was showing you guys my fluke setup and how you can catch fish offshore using a fluke. So that is probably where we would take where we'll start off from for tomorrow. All right, guys, I really appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you tune in tomorrow and every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, guys. All right, really appreciate the support of the channel, and I will see you on the next live stream.